Once a year, an Airman's Rendezvous takes place high in the Colorado Rockies. A gathering of some of the most dedicated hang glider pilots in the world make the long and rugged journey for one purpose only: to live the dream of flight.
One day, after several years of experience, I'd say, when your feet leave the ground and you tuck them up into your harness in much the same way a bird tucks its feet up into its feathers, you realize that this wing that you're hanging from no longer feels like a piece of sporting equipment that it did a few seconds ago when you're on the ground, but it feels like your own wings. Your hands on the control bar become only the points where your muscles attach to the wing, and you can actually feel like you've become a human bird.
Hang gliding is experienced by thousands of people all over the world, but not all are content to just fly like a bird. The sport does have a small group of enthusiasts that are very extreme.
There are 5 billion people on the planet. About 60,000 of them hang glide. About 12 of those do radical freestyle hang gliding.
This is hang gliding at its most extreme. These aerobatics have taken place in the skies over Telluride, Colorado since the early 80s, and every year, every flight, every twist and turn has been nothing short of spectacular. Spins, climb-overs, rollovers, and the incredible loop are all a part of the game. A game that reaches speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour while plummeting towards Earth, followed by the stress of 4 Gs while looping. Now, the pilot is suspended in his harness. His body weight acts as a pendulum. By holding onto the control bar and delicately shifting his weight, he can control the direction of his flying wing. In aerobatics, you aim towards the ground, but always try to miss it. Here, Tony Barton comes in for a landing. His approach is low, he skims the trees, and glides the length of a football field. Coming back to Earth is always critical.
Most hang glider pilots do mild freestyle or aerial ballet, as they call it. And this is just another form of playing in the sky. But for me, I need everything. I want to be able to do everything we can with a hang glider.
The Mojave Desert in California was the location for John Heine's attempt to set a new world's record in performing consecutive loops in a hang glider. As a 3-time world aerobatics champion, John knows the dangers involved in attempting loops. His primary concern is structural failure of the glider itself, but there is also the possibility of some sort of pilot error. John releases from the balloon at 10,000 feet above the desert, and with no airspeed, he immediately falls into a dive. Begins his routine and knowing the biggest mistake he could make would be not having adequate airspeed at the top of a loop. Stalling the glider vertically or upside down could result in a life-threatening, uncontrolled tumble. John continually looped his glider during this amazing 5-minute flight from 10,000 feet to 400 feet off the ground, and shattered the previous record of 36 loops to set a new world's record of 52 consecutive loops.
My name's Ron Young. I'm 39 and I've been flying for 20 years. What got me into this particular sport is probably the need for excitement. I like riding on the edge. I have a limit. I never pass my limit. I never go over that line, but I fly on the edge and I fly right to my limit and enjoy every second of it.
Ron Young is the current world aerobatics champion in the sport of hang gliding. And as you can see here, his approach to flying is very aggressive. With an extended nose-mount film camera, Ron takes us through 2 perfect loops. Fortunately for Ron Young, up here, there are no speed limits. Completing his routine, Ron attempts to reach a large landing field, but he's low and the air is turbulent.
As far as being scared goes, I'm not scared of doing aerobatics. There's a potential hazard, of course. I mean, if you screw up a maneuver, you have the potential of breaking the glider, tumbling, your chute may not open, you could die and burn in the ground.
This is what happens when you stall vertically. The tumble here is so violent, the pilot's helmet flies off. He reaches for a rocket-deployed emergency parachute, but it fails. Tangled in the glider's wires, time is running out. Fortunately for this aerobatic competitor, he has another backup, a hand-deployed parachute. He throws it, and successful deployment means he saves his own life. Aerobatic pilots like John Heine, Tony Barton, and Ron Young, they've taken their dream of human flight to a whole new dimension few others will ever experience.
When the Extremists returns, Chris Edwards revolutionizes inline skating.